Russian President Vladimir Putin has said that he will end his offensive in Ukraine if Kiev pulls out of the territories Moscow claims. He warned that his forces will seize the areas by force if it does not. The Russian army has been slowly but steadily grinding through eastern Ukraine. Washington has, meanwhile, renewed its push to end the nearly four-year war, putting forward a surprise plan that it hopes to finalize through upcoming talks with Moscow and Kiev. Russia controls around one-fifth of Ukraine's territory. The issue of occupied land, which Kiev has said it will never cede, is among the biggest stumbling blocks in the peace process. Another important issue in the talks are Western security guarantees for Ukraine, which Kiev says are needed to prevent Moscow from invading again in the future.
Some topics are crucial. In general, we see that U.S. side takes into account our position, which was discussed before and after Anchorage. It is clear that we need to sit down and discuss some concrete issues. Everything should be expressed in diplomatic language.
As the original plan over the weekend, following criticism from Kiev and Europe, but has not yet realized or released the new version. Now, Putin, who has seen the new plan, said it could be negotiation starter, but clear that Russia was still seeking international recognition of occupied territories. Now, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky's top aide, Andriy Yermak, has strongly denied that. In an interview with U.S. outlet The Atlantic, he said as long as Zelensky is president, no one should count on them giving up territory. The U.S. is thought to have shortened the draft to about 20 points. U.S. envoy Steve Witkoff is expected to go for Moscow next week to discuss the revised document, and the U.S. Army Secretary Dan Driscoll is due to visit Kiev later this week.